Well, regular listeners to the program know that I'm addicted to online shopping. There's nothing I can do about it. It just happens in the wee small hours of the morning or anytime I get near a computer with, idle hands are the devil's workshop. I'm not idle very often, but it happens. And so just the other day, about 2 weeks ago, I found this, it's called My Joys. I like play golf. And so I found out that you could create your own golf shoe. It's My Joys, like Foot Joys. And I mean, you could create the texture, the color, the saddle, all of it. So I got like alligator wingtip, red, white, and blue with patent leather, and I'm holding them up right now, if you can see on Fox 47. And not only that, they say MPS monogrammed near the heel. Now these babies are head turners. I think you're not going to see a shoe like this anywhere. It's individual for me, and of course I had to do the fast shipping because I had to get them right away. Because after all, it's an impulse buy, right? Look at these things. I'm tempted to take a picture of them and put them on the website at MichiganTalkNetwork.com, but I think maybe rather than do that, you'll just have to catch me somewhere on a golf course across the state of Michigan if you want to see these gorgeous shoes. But did I put my credit at risk when I put my credit card on the line? Mike Prasinski, Senior Vice President of Corporate Communications and Certified Identity Theft Risk Management Specialist at LifeLock. Thanks for being available this morning.
No problem, Michael. How are you?
Good. On a more serious matter, I'm reading, too, that Citibank customers are going to have to keep track of their bank accounts because the company has announced that there was a breach of the computer system that might have allowed access to personal data of hundreds of thousands of customers. And you begin to wonder, when you even hear Anthony Weiner, the congressman from New York, tried to tell people that his Twitter account was hacked into, and look what happened to him. Are we safe out there in the online world?
The answer is probably not. We're starting to see these data breaches almost every single day, with hundreds of millions of people already affected this year alone. And it's a perfect time for us to go out there and be talking about privacy rights, what's going on with your credit cards, your debit cards, your credit accounts, and more importantly, what we call the keys of the kingdom, which are your Social Security number and date of birth.
How do you know when you've? I guess the bad news is if someone gets into your debit account and your bank account goes empty, then you know you've been hacked. But what are the keys to look out for to stop that from happening?
Well, if somebody gets a hold of your debit card, and that's a great question because not many people are considering what's going on with their debit card, especially since they're using their debit card more than the credit cards these days, and debit card fraud is going through the roof. The first thing consumers need to do is need to understand that debit cards aren't protected like credit cards. With a credit card, if somebody got the number, they start making purchases, you can call the bank or financial institution,
Yep.
and with one move of the magic hand, they've now written off that loss and they've canceled your card. They're issuing a new one. With a debit card, you've given them direct access to your bank. They're withdrawing money. And depending on what the bank is and what their policy is, they're going to sit there and tell you, you know what, let us finish an investigation, and if we deem it's not you, we'll put the money back. But Michael, as we've traveled the country doing educational, series for law enforcement and for consumers, we've heard story after story where it's taken months to get the money back into the bank.
Mm-hmm. So how do you protect yourself?
Well,
and let's put it
from
this
a
way.
debit or credit card situation, it's nearly impossible. They get the money, they get the card number, and they go out there and start making purchases right away. There's really nothing there to stop them. You can have credit monitoring, you can have the monitoring systems that the credit card numbers give or the credit card companies provide you, but it's only telling you after the fact. There's nothing there to stop that. But the good news is that only represents 15% of this overall crime of identity theft. The real danger comes with that other 85%, that if somebody got a hold of your Social Security number or date of birth, they can go out and get a job, they get medical treatment, they can even get your tax return before you do, and then you're answering questions to the IRS of why you double filed, and then on an extreme case, they can even go out there and commit a crime posing to be you. We've seen all these. Matter of fact, the IRS just last week announced that they had more than 250,000 victims of identity theft last year alone, a 350% increase from 2 years ago.
So should I not be online shopping? Because right now I'm still waiting for delivery of my new Barry Manilow CD.
You know what? So am I.
Yeah.
You know what? There are things you can do to reduce your risk of shopping online. You know, we recommend that first of all, make sure you're on a secure website. Make sure the URL says HTTPS when you're making that purchase. It's not a check sign. It's not something that says you're secure across the bottom. Look for that. Second of all, shop on sites that you're familiar with. You know that have good reputations. Don't go to any website that might have just a special, like a special for golf shoes, by the way. And then the last thing is when you're shopping online, don't use your debit card. Use a credit card. Again, you're spending the bank's money. That there's protections. But you know what? Also think about using gift cards. You can go to the grocery store. You go to department stores. You can buy these gift cards that may be $100, $200, $300 worth of value. Then go make your purchase with that. Because if they get that number, guess what? That's the only amount of money they have.
Interesting warning this morning. Is there a website where we could get more information?
You know, go to our website, which is lifelock.com. So it's LIFELOCK.com. Or you can go to the National Crime Prevention Council website, which is ncpc.org. They're probably more famous for McGruff the Crime Dog.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Good luck with delivery of that Barry Manilow CD. I hope I get mine before you get yours. To be honest, I got a couple of car trips this weekend that will get me through. But thanks for the warning this morning. We sure appreciate it.
All right, Michael, thanks for having me. You know what the song is?
Which one?
Looks like we made it.
You like that one the best?
I don't know.
Copacabana is pretty good, too. I'm looking for it. And then what's the one, Ready to Take a Chance Again? That's a pretty good one, too, from the Charles Grodin movie. Here's a little Barry Manilow. Thank you very much to Mike Prusinski from LifeLock. Her name was Lola.